before we dive into this powerful story, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our inspiring content. And if this message speaks to your heart today, show some love with a like and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Have you ever felt devastated when a door closed in your life? Maybe it was a job you didn't get, a relationship that ended, or an opportunity that slipped through your fingers. In those moments, it feels like the world is crashing down. But what if I told you that the door that shut was actually God's way of protecting you from something you couldn't see? The pain of closed doors. Let's be honest, rejection hurts. When we pour our hearts into something and it doesn't work out, the pain can be overwhelming. We question ourselves. We wonder what we did wrong. We replay every moment, trying to figure out where things fell apart. But here's what we often miss in those painful moments. We can only see what's right in front of us. We don't have the ability to see around corners, to know what's coming next week, next month, or next year. We can't see the bigger picture that God sees from above. Think about it like this. Imagine you're walking through a maze. From ground level, all you can see are the walls directly in front of you. You think turning left is the right way to go, but the door is locked. You're frustrated. You're confused. But if you could see the maze from above, like God does, you'd realize that left turn leads to a dead end, or worse, to danger. That closed door wasn't rejection. It was redirection. The stories we never hear. There are countless stories of people who were saved by closed doors, even though they didn't realize it at the time. Consider the person who didn't get their dream job, only to discover months later that the company went bankrupt and everyone was laid off without severance. Or the person who was heartbroken when their relationship ended, only to meet their true soulmate a year later. Someone who treated them with the love and respect they always deserved. What about the person who missed their flight and was angry about it, only to learn that flight had mechanical issues and made an emergency landing? Or the entrepreneur whose business deal fell through, saving them from a partnership with someone who turned out to be dishonest? These aren't just coincidences. These are divine interventions. Moments when God said, "Not this way," because he had something better in mind, or because he was protecting you from something harmful you couldn't see. Why God closes doors? God closes doors for several reasons, and all of them are rooted in love. Protection. Sometimes God closes doors to protect us from people, situations, or circumstances that would harm us. That toxic job environment, that one-sided relationship, that risky investment. God sees what we can't see, and he shields us from it. Preparation. Other times, God closes doors because we're not ready yet. We might have the dream, but we don't have the skills, the maturity, or the character development needed to handle what's on the other side. The closed door isn't a no, it's a not yet. God is preparing you for what he's preparing for you. Direction. Sometimes God closes one door because he wants to lead you to a better door. He's redirecting your path towards something that aligns more closely with his purpose for your life. That closed door is actually a course correction, steering you away from good toward great. Do me a favor, hit that like button right now, and drop a comment telling me about a time when a closed door turned out to be a blessing in disguise. I read every single comment. The waiting period. Here's the hard part. Between the door closing and understanding why, there's usually a waiting period. This is the valley, the wilderness, the space where you have to trust God without seeing the full picture. This waiting period is where your faith is tested and strengthened. It's where you learn to trust God's timing instead of your own. It's where you develop patience, resilience, and deeper reliance on God's wisdom. During this time, you might feel stuck. You might feel like everyone else is moving forward while you're standing still. But remember this: delay is not denial. Just because you can't see movement doesn't mean God isn't working behind the scenes on your behalf. How to handle closed doors. So what do you do when a door shuts in your face? First, allow yourself to feel the disappointment. God gave you emotions, and it's okay to be sad, frustrated, or confused. Don't suppress those feelings. Process them. Second, pray for perspective. Ask God to help you see the situation through His eyes. Ask Him to reveal what He's protecting you from, or what He's preparing you for. Third, keep moving forward. A closed door doesn't mean you stop living. Keep taking steps. Keep pursuing growth. Keep being faithful in the small things while you wait for the big things. Fourth, trust the process. Even when you don't understand, trust that God has your best interests at heart. He loves you more than you can comprehend, and He will never leave you or forsake you. The door ahead. Here's the beautiful truth. When God closes one door, He always opens another. It might not open immediately, and it might not be the door you expected, but it will be the right door at the right time. The door God opens for you will be better than anything you could have planned for yourself. It will be perfectly suited to your gifts, your purpose, and your journey. It will lead you to where you're meant to be, with whom you're meant to be with, doing what you're meant to do. So when a door shuts, and it will, many times throughout your life, take a deep breath and thank God. Thank Him for protecting you. Thank Him for His perfect timing. Thank Him for loving you enough to redirect your path when you're heading the wrong way. That closed door wasn't the end of your story. It was the beginning of a better chapter. If this message encouraged you today, I need you to do 3 things. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss our uplifting content. Give this video a thumbs up to help others find it, and share it with someone who needs to hear that their closed door was actually God's protection. Let's spread this message of hope together. Remember, the door that shut was God's way of saving you. Trust Him. He's got you.